tight and secure. We want to make sure our stripping, which is our reflective tape, is all secure to the bus and it runs all the way down. We want to start at the top actually and make sure all our clearance lights are lit up and they're not cracked or broken, they're tight and secure. Everything from the rear tire to the front of the bus is amber. So if you see a red light up front, it shouldn't be. Everything from the rear tire to the back is red. So you've noticed all my amber lights here are amber and the last one is red. My stop sign, my lenses, we know they work because we tested it. My lenses are not cracked or broken. There's no wires hanging down in the bladder. Okay? Again, my reflective tape is good. My four-ways, they're working and they're tight and secure and they're not cracked or broken, right? Around my windows, I have reflective tape all around the emergency exits and they're clearly marked on the top, right?
Yep.
Okay, you'll be surprised. You ever notice in the dark when you go by a bus, you can see everything. It's all illuminated. Now I'm going to go to the back of the bus. I have two tires back here. Check down the middle, make sure there's no obstruction. I have 2 30-seconds tread on each tire. Front has 4 30-seconds. These two make 4 30-seconds, so there's 2 30-seconds tread on each tire. There's wearing evenly. I have no blemishes on my sidewall. There's no bumps or bruises. It's firmly attached to the rim. The rim is not damaged in any way. There's no rust. There's no unauthorized welds. All my lug nuts are in place. There's no rust trails. My axle is not leaking, and it's tight and secure with all its lug nuts. I have 2 valve stems, one in the rear, one in the front. It's straight and it's capped. My mud flap is tight and secure.
Not cracked or broken.
Exactly. Again, you're just checking the lenses, make sure they're not cracked or broken. There's no wires hanging in the bladder. I have yellow reflectors in the front half, and there's a red reflector back here. Come to the back of the bus. Start at the top. My red clearing lights up there are illuminated and they work. They're not cracked or broken. Again, the lenses on the rear are not cracked or broken, and we know they work because we tested them. My four-ways are working and they're not cracked or broken. Now these were your 4 brake lights. Now they're your tail lights. Okay. The tail lights when the brakes aren't used. All these lenses here are not cracked or broken. They're tight and secure. I have my red reflectors. My tailpipe is tight. I want to open the back door.
This is for the buzzer?
Well, we already checked for the buzzer. I want to make sure it latches from the outside also. You want to look underneath the floor, make sure there's no animals hanging around or something you didn't see.
No bus lights?
You want to check your windows. These are all kick-out windows also. You want to make sure when you open the door that all your windows are
This bottom one's a kick-out window too?
Yep. And then this here, make sure your rubber's intact.
Not cracked or broken?
Oh, yeah. Just looking over overall condition of the bus, okay? You want to make sure your tag light's on, which it is. All right. And then we go down to the side. Same thing we did on the other side. We start at the top, our clearance lights all working. Our reflective tape is there. It's all around the windows. They're clearly marked. My four-ways are working and they're not cracked or broken. My reflectors, red in the back, amber in the front, they're all there. I want to check my gas cap, make sure it's tight and secure. I want to check my mud flap. Again, my tire has 2 30-seconds tread. It's wearing evenly. There's no bumps or bruises or blemishes on my sidewall. It's firmly attached to the rim. There's no damage or rust or anything, and there's no unauthorized welds on my rim. All my lug nuts are in place, so there's no rust trails. All my axle here is not leaking, and all the lug nuts are in place for that. I have 2 valve stems, one here in the front, one in the back. It's capped straight, and I did my mud flap, right?
Emergency exits?
Well, I said that when I said everything was marked, clearly marked.
Okay.
Then we're going to come up here to the front. We said everything was working. I want to tell you my step light is now illuminated. My door worked because obviously I opened it. I'm going to put that back. Just going to start the bus real quick because normally you would have it running anyway, okay? So now I would sit here and go, whenever you want to say, my light's illuminated and my door works, see? And then it shuts off and it goes back on. Okay, so then we want to come back into the bus and we want to put our seatbelt on.
See, it gets repetitious and you know it after a while. Now you got to start thinking about it when you explain everything.
Yeah. And actually you don't really need your seatbelt, but I'm going to put it in drive. I want to make sure that this brake holds.
Right.
So I'm going to go, it does, I want to put it in reverse. It would hold in reverse also. So now I want to put it back in drive. I want to push in my brake. And I want to go 5 miles an hour. I want to make sure the bus is not pulling left to the right. Its brakes work. I go to reverse. My four-ways are already on. Every time you go in reverse, you got to make sure your four-ways are on. Then you beep your horn. You go back into place. Pull your brake. Whenever you stop this vehicle, you pull your brake. Do not put it in neutral until that brake is pulled. When you want to go somewhere, you put it in gear first, then push the brake in so you don't roll, because you will roll into the bus behind you if you don't do that, okay? Okay, so with that being said, we tested everything. We're going to shut off the four-ways. We already tested that. We're going to pull our paper down, and it's all on that paper. Do you have a paper? You have one of those?
I know you put in
Now,
mileage and
and like I said, you'll know it by heart when you're done. So you don't even have to read this. But this is a guide to let you know if you've gotten everything, okay?
can you have that in your hand during the test?
No. It's cheating. You won't need it. I'm telling you now, Lisa. I won't need it.
All right.